To Graco for sending over this Magnum X5. It came basically assembled out the box. First step I did was just connect the hose to the machine. After connecting the hose, I removed the tip and guard from the other end of the hose. Once that was off, I turned this prime spray valve to the prime position. I separated the two tubes and put one into an empty bucket and put the other tube into a bucket of water. Then I turned on the machine and I turned the pressure knob up until water started running out of the prime hose. I made sure to do this for about 30 seconds to make sure the machine was all flushed out. After flushing out the new machine, she was ready for paint. When using this type of machine, it's super important to make sure you strain your paint. So I picked up these little paint strainers from Home Depot. And the color that I'm using on my deck is Bare Premium Waterproofing Stain and Sealer in solid color. Now it says it's a stain, but it kind of goes on more like a paint. But they do have a semi-transparent if you're looking for more of a stain feel. But I love this product. I love the way it looks on my deck. And it just worked great for me. And I'm just realizing I never really actually said what color this really is. But this color is called Slate. You can get it mixed at your local Home Depot. Word of advice here, as you can see, my bucket wasn't completely full. And while I was spraying, I noticed that I was losing prime a lot, and that's because I didn't have enough paint in my bucket. So make sure you have enough paint. To get started, I just put one of the hoses in the bucket of paint, and then I primed it so that the paint would fill up the prime tube. Then I added on the tip and guard, and she was ready to go. And now the fun part. I was super excited to try out this machine and I absolutely loved it. I would suggest that you just spray on a spare piece of wood before you start spraying, just so you can kind of get used to how it sprays. But super simple. I really love that the hose is super light. So if you're painting for long periods of time, you won't have to worry about cramps or anything like that. As you can see, I'm just spraying in small sections and then going back over it with a brush just to make sure that the wood gets in all that paint and, you know, you get a nice finish. Oh, there goes my one acrobatic move for the video. So sorry guys, you only get one. As you can see, I put up some paper on the sidewall just to prevent any overspray that may get on the house. But for the most part, there wasn't a lot of overspray at all, which I was really glad. I'm using a 415 tip on the Graco machine for this project. So it worked super nice. I also like that you can decrease the level of spray. As you can see on the end, it's not spraying as much just because it was so close to the house. So you can choose, you know, how much you want to spray, how little you want to spray. So really love that about the machine.